Hello everybody and welcome to the Naughty Invisible Husband's Kitchen. Today I am making chili, which is something my wife loves for me to make. Honey really enjoys it, so I'm going to make it and hopefully you can watch along. And now, for those of you who don't speak English, in Bisaya, I don't speak Bisaya, never mind. I guess I hope you can understand English. Maybe Honey will add something to this in a while. Anyways, here we go. First thing you want to do, make sure you brown some ground beef. So what we've got here is 3 pounds, which is about 1.5 kilos of ground beef that's browned up nice. We've got about 1/2 pound of mushrooms. I like the baby bellas. We've got 2 28-ounce cans of whole tomatoes. I like to take a knife and cut them in half while they're in the can just so they're more of a bite size. The 28-ounce cans, 2 of them, it comes out to right around 1,600 grams, or about 3/4 of a kilo, I think. And then we've got a handful of serrano peppers. We got a couple of big garlic cloves, a nice size onion about the size of a baseball, 1 40-ounce can, which is 1.13 kilos of hot chili beans. Now you can use any kind of bean you like. Some people like to use a kidney bean or a red bean or a black bean. Just make sure that if you're going to use any dried beans, that you get them all softened up before you put them in the chili. And there's also going to be about 1 pound of smoked sausage. There's going to be some spices and seasonings, but anyways, here we go. We're going to start by putting the tomatoes in the slow cooker. And as soon as I get those in there, I guess I don't want to set the can there, do I? Then we can turn it on. And we're going to put it on high for now. So there. It's already on high, so enter, and we're good. So now what I want to do, because I've already browned the beef, so I'm going to drain the oil out of it. I know there's probably a better way to do this. I'm not a professional chef. I'm just a naughty husband. A naughty invisible husband. Ooh! Yeah, that's really not a good way when I'm spilling it all over the countertop. Honey says I make a mess when I'm cooking. I don't think so. We want to drain all the grease that we can. Keep that warm for a few minutes. And I'm going to open up the beans. I can move this can out of the way. See, I like these Brooks chili hot beans. They're really nice. You don't have to put beans in chili, but as a matter of fact, I know some people that are absolutely against the idea. But I like them. So, there. I think beans make the chili more delicious. Okay. And now, we've got these beautiful baby bella mushrooms to go in. A lot of people don't put mushrooms in chili, but I do. I've already rinsed them, so no concerns about that. Clean up that grease I spilled. Okay. Now I will be cutting up the onion. Now, some people like to saute the onion before they put it in the chili, but me, I like to just let it cook naturally. So there's a little bit more onion than I normally use, but that's okay. It doesn't hurt. It's just this was a bigger onion, so. And I don't want it to go to waste. Now you can also use different meats. You can use venison, which is delicious. Some people make it with chicken. I'm not a big fan of chicken chili, but some people like it. And these are our garlic cloves, which I'm sure you just saw how I do that. Love those TV chefs. I learned how to do a lot of stuff from them, as far as like smashing the garlic cloves like that to peel them. A little bit more of that, and I think a bit of it went over the top, but I don't see it. So I'm not going to worry about it right now. Now I can put in the beef. The beef is hot, so it's going to start warming up the rest of the food as it goes in. Uh-oh, spilled some. Not much, just a little bit. Now when I brown the beef, you'll notice these are pretty big chunks of it in here actually. Look at that. See that? And the reason I like to do it that way is because it's nicer to get a nice big bite of meat. Some people like to stir it and mix it up a lot and make it fine, tiny little bits of meat in the chili, but I like it chunky. Mix it up a bit. Now this looks real stiff right now, as I'm sure you can tell, but as it cooks down, it actually starts to soften up and get very easy to stir. So now we've got these lovely serrano peppers. I love these things. Oh, they're so delicious. They're a little bit hot, but I'm only putting in this many, 7 of them, so it shouldn't be too hard to eat. And when I cut these, what I generally like to do is split them down the middle. Oops. My knife's getting a little bit dull. I may have to grab a different one, because I'm a firm believer if your knife's dull, it's more of a risk of cutting yourself. Let me grab a different knife real quick. this one's a little bit sharper. There's probably a little bit more serrano than we should put in, but I'm going to cut it up anyway. And maybe I'll save a little bit of it for other stuff. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that and just a little bit more. So I probably should have done about 5 of them instead of 7. But who knows, I may decide to add more later. Then we have this really nice smoked beef sausage that we're going to add also. And this, I just like to cut it up into, small slices. The smoky flavor in the sausage is really nice addition to the chili. And we also have another little trick we have for that too, and we'll get to that in a minute. So now we've done all the main ingredients, so now it's time to do some of the seasonings. And we've already put in the garlic, as you've seen. Coming up next, we will be using some seasoned salt, as you can see, some black pepper, then we also have the crushed red pepper or chili seeds, liquid smoke, very nice, little bit of Cajun seasoning, and of course it's not chili without chili powder. So the chili powder, I just sprinkle it over the top so I can see it over everything. Okay. Then crushed red pepper. Again, you just want to have a good amount of it so you can see it pretty much everywhere you look at the top. The seasoned salt, you just do a little bit of that lightly on there. And the black pepper, you want to put that on pretty good. And one last thing we want to do is a little bit of just regular everyday salt. that gets our seasonings all except for one secret ingredient. And I'm going to give up the secret, and you'll see it in a minute. Hold on. This is Dave's Insanity Sauce. It's not for everybody. You might not want to do this, but if you like heat, if you like spicy, and if you really like stuff hot, this one drop there, one drop there. You do not want to go beyond that. The stuff is that hot. I have watched grown men, eat the chili I make and sweat and suffer, but not be able to stop eating it because it tasted so good. But it's the Dave's Insanity Sauce that helps to make it that way. Then, the secret of chili is cooking it slowly. If you cook it fast, it won't taste as good. So I have it in the slow cooker, and I'm going to cook it up until bedtime, and then I'm going to shut it off. I'm going to turn it back on in the morning, but by morning I'm sure Honey will probably have gotten into it, because she usually can't wait till it's completely done. But when we get home from work tomorrow is when it'll be ready. But let's see how this does. So, that's that for now. Let me put the cover on it. I'm going to have a little bit of cleanup to do here. And I hope you enjoyed. And I hope you try it yourself if you've never made it before. It's definitely something that tastes good. Especially if you get some fresh homemade bread to eat with it. It's delicious. You'll like it. If you don't like it, you let me know. I'll eat it for you, okay? Thanks, and have a blessed day. Until the next time we run part 2 on this, thank you very much for watching. And please subscribe to Honey's YouTube channel, and please like this video. Thank you. Bye.